In order to bring more transparency and accountability in the forest clearance process, Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change, Government of India has rolled out a portal named Online Submission and Monitoring of Forest Clearance Proposals. It is a web-based, role-based G2C and G2G workflow application that are developed for online submission and monitoring of the proposals submitted by the user agency for seeking prior forest clearances for diverting forest land for non-forestry purposes. It automates the entire tracking of proposals, which includes online submission of a new proposal, editing, updating the details of proposals, and displays status of the proposals at each stage of the workflow. The system is based on the web architecture. It is a centralized database of proposals submitted to the ministry from 1980 onwards. It will be used by user agencies, DFO, DCFs, DCs, CF, state forest departments, state governments, regional offices, and headquarters of Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change, New Delhi. The main objective of the system are to enhance efficiency, transparency, and accountability in the forest clearance process, reduction in turnaround time for activity, to enhance responsiveness through workflows automation and availability of real-time information, to enhance ease and convenience of citizens and businesses in accessing information and services, to achieve standardization in processes across regional and state level. Main features of the portal are all submission of projects in single window interface, facilitate management in effective monitoring, delays in the clearance process can be ascertained, a unique ID for each proposal for future reference, on the fly generation of all required reports, automatic mailer notification to take instant action, accessible from any PC having internet facility, 8 types of privilege for user as per their responsibility. 8 types of roles have been defined in the system. These are user agency, nodal officer, DCF and DC, CF, CCF, state nodal officer and state government, regional office, ROHQ and head office, Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change. User agency can register to get the login credentials from the portal. Thereafter, project details can be submitted along with all required documents, for example, Form A, Part 1, etc. When user agency submits all these details, an acknowledgement letter would be sent by system automatically to email ID of user agency. Acknowledgement letter may contain some information including a unique proposal number. User agency may refer this unique proposal number for future reference. When proposal is submitted by user agency, an email alert is sent by system to nodal officer informing about the submission of proposal. Nodal officer scrutinizes the proposal within 10 days and sends an acceptance letter to user agency if all relevant documents are uploaded properly by user agency. If any document is missing or any other information is needed, nodal officer may ask user agency to upload those missing information. Timeline will start only if nodal officer accepts the proposal. If proposal is complete in all respect, then nodal officer will send a communication of acceptance of proposal to user agency along with a request to upload an acknowledgement slip of the submission of a signed copy of original proposal to divisions, district and nodal officer. After receiving acknowledgement slip, nodal officer will upload final acceptance on portal and proposal will be forwarded to concerned DFOs and DCs for further processing. An email alert will be sent by system to DFO and DC. At DFO level, the entire proposal Form A Part 1 including all relevant documents uploaded by user agency will be available for viewing. He cannot make any change on the proposal. He can only view the proposal. He can seek additional essential details if required from user agency through EDS module available on the portal. After that, he has to process the proposal by filling up Form A Part 2 and he may upload site inspection report and recommendation on portal. When recommendation is uploaded, proposal will be moved to circle level for further processing. At DC level, the entire proposal Form A Part 1, including all relevant documents uploaded by user agency, will be available for viewing. He has to upload the details related with settlement of rights under FRA and NOC of Gram Sabhas if any. At CF level, complete proposal Form A Part 1 and Part 2, including all relevant documents uploaded by user agency, report from DC and recommendation of DFO will be available for viewing. He can also not make any change in these reports. He can seek additional essential details if required from DFO through EDS module available on portal. He has to upload site inspection report if area to be diverted is greater than 40 hectare. He can upload his recommendation. When recommendation is uploaded, proposal will be moved to nodal officer for further processing. At nodal officer level, complete proposal Form A Part 1 to Part 3, including all relevant documents, report from DC and recommendation of DFOs and CF/CCFs will be available for viewing. He can seek additional essential details from CF/CCF if required through EDS module. He can upload site inspection report if any and recommendation. When recommendation is uploaded, proposal will be moved to State Secretary for further processing. At State Secretary level, complete proposal Form A Part 1 to Part 4, including all relevant documents uploaded by user agency, report from DC and recommendation of DFO, circle and nodal officer will be available for viewing. He can seek additional essential details if required from nodal officer through EDS module. He can also upload his recommendation. When recommendation is uploaded, proposal will be moved to either regional office, cases wherein forest area to be diverted is in the range of 0 to 40 hectare, or head office moef Delhi, cases wherein forest area to be diverted is greater than 40 hectare for further processing. At regional office, complete proposal including recommendations and site inspection reports sent by DFO, circle and nodal officer and recommendation of State Secretary will be available for viewing. He can seek additional essential details if required from the State Secretary through EDS module. State Advisory Group REC recommendations along with agenda and minutes of the meeting are uploaded on portal and proposal is forwarded to ROHQ MOEF New Delhi for the approval of competent authority. He has to upload site inspection report in cases where in forest area to be diverted is more than 100 hectare after receiving instructions from head office Delhi. At ROHQ Delhi level, complete proposal including recommendations and site inspection reports sent by DFO, circle and nodal officer and recommendation of State Secretary and regional office will be available for viewing. He can seek additional essential details if required from regional office through EDS module. He can upload approval of competent authority on portal. When approval of competent authority is uploaded on the portal, proposal will be moved to regional office to communicate the same to user agency. At head office Delhi level, complete proposal including recommendations and site inspection reports sent by DFO, CF/CCF and nodal officer and recommendation of State Secretary and regional office will be available for viewing. He can seek additional essential details if required from the State Secretary through EDS module. FSC recommendations along with decision of competent authority and agenda and minutes of the meeting are uploaded on portal and the decision is communicated to all stakeholders. Automatic mailer notifications will be triggered for each and every transaction committed in the portal. The status of the proposal will be updated at each transaction and the same would be reflected automatically in the reports available in public domain. Now we will see how user agency will register with the portal. For submitting the proposal, a user on behalf of user agency has to register online by clicking on the register new user agency link as shown on the screen. Once user clicks the link, he or she will be redirected to the new user registration page as shown on the screen. User has to fill the following form for getting registered. After successful registration, user will get a unique user ID and password through email alert in registered email ID. Please note that a user agency can submit more than one proposal with the same user ID and password. Now to log in into the portal, user has to click on login user agency link on main page of the portal as shown on the screen. When user clicks on this link, he or she will be redirected to login form as shown on the screen. User has to type user ID in the user ID text box. He has to type password in the password text box. Then he has to type the code in the text box shown in the CAPTCHA image. Then user will click on login as shown on the screen. After successful login, change password page will be displayed. User has to change the password assigned through email generated after registration. When user changes the password, the following page as shown on the screen would be displayed. To log out from the portal, user has to click on the option log out available at the upper right corner of the screen. Now we will see how user agency can add, edit and track the proposal seeking prior approval of central government for the diversion of forest land to be diverted for non-forestry purposes. To add a new proposal, user has to click on My Proposals tab. Then he has to click on Add New Proposal link. When he clicks on this link, 3 more links will be appeared on the screen. We can see that user can submit 3 types of proposal on the portal. These are allocation of fresh forest land form A, renewal of lease form B and prospecting of minerals form C. Now let us assume that user wants to submit form A. To submit form A, user will click on allocation of fresh forest land form A link. When user clicks on this link, he will be redirected to form A part 1 as shown on the screen. Now user will fill up the form A part 1 as being displayed on the screen. Users are advised to follow all the instructions given on the pages. The parameters marked with red star are mandatory. Users are advised to allow all pop-up messages on the browser being used by them. User can save the proposal in 2 modes, that is save in draft mode and save and lock mode. The proposal saved in draft mode can be edited later, but proposals submitted in lock mode cannot be edited. Please ensure that all details have been uploaded properly on the portal before saving form in lock mode. After submitting the proposal, a unique proposal number would be generated by the system as shown on the screen. Users should keep it for future reference. Similarly, other proposals, that is form B and form C, can be submitted through the portal. When user submits the proposal successfully, an acknowledgement letter is emailed automatically to the registered email ID of user agency and another email will be sent automatically to nodal officer for the intimation and the proposal will be forwarded to concerned state nodal officer for further necessary action. User agencies are advised to check emails on a regular basis for further communication from Forest Department. They may answer to the queries raised by Forest Department by clicking on Essential Details Sort by Forest Department link. The proposal saved in draft mode can be edited by clicking on View Edit New Proposal link as shown on the screen. After making required changes, user has to save the proposal in lock mode for submitting. The status of submitted proposals can be viewed by user agency by clicking on View Status of Submitted Proposals link. For further details, user may refer the user manual available under Help link provided on the portal. Thanks and good day.